Penny.
Wow, doctor, you look really great today.
Why, thank you. I've been getting some sleep because I'm on this new diet now with this lady. I think her catering company name is Taste Catering.
Taste Catering, wow. Well, what kind of diet is it?
Well, it's low carb and healthy, low fat. Trying to exercise a little bit, so thank you for noticing.
Well, you're welcome. Joseph's here. Oh, great. Joseph?
Hi, Joseph. My name is Dr. Elise Ellis. Most people just call me Elle. Elise. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you. Thank you. Thanks for fitting me in. I know you have a tight schedule. I know it's busy this time of year.
Oh yeah, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's. I get swamped. How's your New Year's?
No, I had to work through it. How about you?
Lots of party this time of year. But I still get really busy though because of all the suicides.
I read something about that somewhere. On my way over here, I passed by a peculiar man outside.
Oh, yeah, that's Michael. I've been seeing him, well, not actually seeing him for 2 years now. He's never actually made it in for an appointment.
Interesting.
Anyways, I've been reading a little bit about your file, and I talked to Dr. Sebastian, and he told me your story. Now maybe I can hear your side of it.
Okay. Well, me and my wife have been married for about 10 years now. We were high school sweethearts. We got married right out of college. Been seeing Dr. Sebastian for about a year now for couples therapy. He suggested that I get some individual therapy. He said it would, help me help myself with my relationship.
Dr. Sebastian hit it right on the nose when he said, first you got to work on yourself in individual therapy before you work on the relationship.
Right. And I've been wanting to see a second doctor for a while, get another opinion. I miss her very much, and I love her very much, but at the same time, I can't live with her right now.
Yeah, why do you say that?
Well, we've been growing apart. And, it's been 10 years, people change, I understand that. In the beginning, we were both devout Catholic.
Okay, is religion a big part of your relationship?
It is. It was. She used to teach Sunday school to preschoolers, and I volunteered at the church a lot. About 3 years ago, she had a terrible miscarriage. It crushed us both deeply. It really affected her relationship with God. She stopped going to church. She questions me when I go. She doesn't even pray with me anymore. That's the one thing that held us together, and now that's gone. And I feel as though God's punishing me. In the beginning, I felt I had a calling to be in the priesthood. In the end, I decided to marry Laura. And now God's punishing me. He's not allowing me to have children. He's even ruining my relationship with Laura. I just don't know what to do anymore. I've prayed. Nothing's changed. I've talked to my priest and asked him to pray for the situation. Nothing's changed. I've been going to marriage counseling for a year now, and nothing's changed. I just don't know what to do. The only thing I know is what's been suggested to me.
Well, I think that you've definitely taken the first step to recovery.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
Individuals therapy.
Yeah.
Now, the next step I'd recommend would be separate living.
Separate living? Like a divorce?
No, not a divorce. Think of it this way. You're putting your situation on a standstill and you're focusing on something else meanwhile.
Why? I'm here to work on my relationship with Laura. I don't want to focus anywhere else.
Yeah, I know that, but, okay, look at it this way. Have you ever tried to solve a math problem and you kept trying, you couldn't solve it? You go away, you go get a snack, you come back, and you crack it.
Yeah, I guess I see what you're saying.
Great, you understand then.
I guess I do. I still don't know about all this, though. I'm still very much in love with my wife.
Now, let's start at the root of the problem. You say you're in love, but perhaps you're in love with the idea of being in love.
No, I love my wife very much. I know that.
I know, I don't doubt that. But just a minute ago, you said that living with her right now is impossible.
Yeah, we can't hold a single conversation now without either one of us breaking down, breaking into tears.
Uh-huh. Now, as far as I know, people in love don't live like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know anymore. My world has always revolved around her. I just don't know how to part from that.
Exactly. It's revolved around us for so long. What I'm trying to do right now is to just establish you.
But I'm here to build my relationship with my wife. I don't want to be without her.
Ah. Now remember, without a completely functioning you, there is no marriage. So you really got nothing to lose. Think of it this way. You're taking an investment on your relationship with your wife. Now, in order to do that, first you have to put the idea of her down.
Okay.
Just like when you gamble, you first have to put down the money before you play.
But is this a gamble, getting back together with my wife?
Yes, but do you have any other choice? Has anything else worked?
No.
Exactly, so you really got nothing to lose. First, you gotta try what I'm suggesting to you. So the first thing we want to do is for you to interact with other women.
Why? I don't want to interact with other women. I only want to be with Laura.
Remember, right now we're not canceling her altogether, we're temporarily putting the idea of her down. And if you want to get back with Laura, you really have to start taking my advice, okay?
Okay, but why do I have to interact with other women?
Well, I have to see what you're doing wrong that's costing your relationship with your wife.
So what do you mean? Go out on dates?
Absolutely, yeah, go out on dates.
How many dates do I have to go on?
As many as it takes for me to figure out what you're doing wrong that's costing your relationship with your wife.
How are you going to evaluate me on these dates?
Aha! As your therapist, what better way to evaluate what you're doing wrong on those dates but to be on the receiving end of those dates?
So I'm going on a date with you.
No, not just any date, but a date that'll get Laura back to you.
Got to admit, your method of training is quite unconventional. I've never heard of anything like this before.
Yeah, well, that's because I formulated it myself, and I patented it.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So, next week, instead of meeting here, I suggest we meet at Cafe Latte at the same time.
Okay, I guess.
Great. And I want you to watch a movie.
What movie? Why?
Because I need to evaluate you while you're watching the movie. I need to know these things.
What movie?
Ellis in Waitingland. And I just so happen to have a copy in my place, so you can come over and watch it.
I don't know about this.
Joseph, I guess you're just not serious about getting back together with your wife then.
Okay, I'm free Wednesday or Thursday evening.
No, I'm not free those dates, but I am free Friday nights. So, I'm sorry I don't have more slots open, but so many crazy people have to treat this time of the year.
Okay, what time?
8-ish?
I'd like to eat before I come home.
Oh, no. I need to evaluate what you're eating before you watch the movie.
Why?
Because, like a famous philosopher once said, you are what you eat. I need to know these things.
I've never heard of that before.
Joseph, are you serious about getting back together with your wife? Then stop questioning me. Let me ask you this. What makes you think that Jesus got the crap beat out of him and he's really your savior when you've never seen it and it sounds so impossible?
Faith.
Good, so you do know what faith is. And the faith you have in Jesus Christ being your savior, you need to have in this. You don't know how it's going to get you back with Laura, but it's gonna.
Okay. Should I book the date with your secretary?
No. I already have it down, just don't cancel.
Okay. What time is it now?
3:20?
Oh, Jeez, we went way over. Why didn't you say something? I've got to get back to work.